Mr. Buttle is abandoned in this strange place. He has no idea where he is, but I know he can enjoy a wonderful day in here. Dapeng Bay!
Dapeng Bay is the biggest lagoon on the southwest coastline of Taiwan. It is an area yet to be explored and a rising star for recreational planning. It is situated in the southwest coast and at the borders of Donggang Township and Lingbin Township. The government has started a development project in this area to create a recreational and educational tourist destination.
Ouch! Somebody kicked Mr. Buttle to the visitor center!
The Dapeng Bay area is the only single-mouth bag-shaped lagoon in Taiwan, and the water area is vast and tranquil, providing a beautiful view. It has a tropical climate and is the best place for water recreational activities. Due to its very rich ecological landscape and recreational resources, the Tourism Bureau of Ministry of Communications has been developing the area into a scenic area for both recreational purpose and ecological education. It is a new popular recreational area and potentially the most popular national scenic area. Dapeng Bay Visitor Center located on the small lagoon's surface. It has unique style with the perfect height. The view from the visitor center is really amazing. The visitor center, surrounded by sea, can let the tourists rowing and playing windboard. It supplies all kinds of travel information and introduces the spot, local specialties, ecological system, and geography in detail. The coffee shop and the play area can feel the rising and appetite. It's really interesting. There are a lot of exhibitions and activities in the visitor center that the tourists can choose from.
Oh, he's floating in the water, and the waves send him to the oyster shell island.
Dapeng Bay used to be a large-sized oyster bed in the Donggang area. The seafood resources are very abundant. Tourists can take a cruising trip on a yacht to the oyster shell island in the bay and personally experience oyster planting scenes from the past. The oyster plants have now been dismantled due to a decrease in production and due to their affecting the quality of water. This was also a result of development of tourism. This area is going to be one of the best places for aquatic activities in southern Taiwan. Oyster Shell Island is always a popular spot. There are hundreds of tourists go to this island, so it must replenish new shells to maintain the island. This island is the one and only man-made island in Taiwan. It appears when tide ebb. It was because the fishermen need to gather the abandoned shells, so they pick a place in the lake to gather them. Surprisingly, they made an oyster shell island after 30 years. If you happen to meet ebb tide, you can walk around the island feeling the crisp shell under your feet. There is also a restaurant on the water where you can have some fresh seafood.
Oh my god! Mr. Buttle is thrown away by the tourists!
Situated in an outlet to the southwest side of Dapeng Bay, the Qingzhou rest area with its continuous beaches has become a famous water recreation and scenic spot. There is a visitor center and other facilities, including the membrane sightseeing restaurant, a sightseeing pavilion, a children's recreational fountain pool, footpaths, beach volleyball, football, and the grass area.
Wow, Mr. Buttle is blowing the wind and dropped on the mangroves!
Dapeng Bay is home to Taiwan's most southerly mangroves. Its aerial root phenomenon is very striking because it grows in the junction of the water's mouth. They make an extremely abundant natural ecological landscape. These plants are good for protection and provide refuge for animals. They are distributed mainly at river drainage areas and along Dapeng Bay. About 95 species of wild birds, including migrating and transiting birds, can be seen at the Dapeng Bay National Scenic Area. The birds reside in three major habitats: the coastal area, the mudflats, and the mangrove preservation area.
When Mr. Buttle finally get back on ground, at the same time, the beautiful, wonderful, amazing, marvelous, incredible fireworks start! After the firework, there comes a kind girl who picks him up and threw him into the recycled garbage can. Mr. Buttle was in where he belongs and recalled the fantastic day he had been through. He never feels so content.
When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend